And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Here's Penix. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. That one complete to Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 45 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Brooks is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Penix. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Now Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Yeah, maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff running left, Brooks. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Penix. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To the air, Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And looking to throw, Penix. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are back within a score. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 119 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, 60 back. Take go.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
2nd down and 6 now. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Brooks. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Young now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
A play fake. Now Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On the handoff, McClellan.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
this, 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Here's Penix.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Coup for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And the good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one complete till again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here comes Brooks.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Brooks. Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Jonathan Brooks.
45 yards.
And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Looking to throw, Penix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Penix working out of the gun here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw again is Penix. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They'll throw with Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Robinson toss play left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And London motioning left. Robinson will try to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And looking to throw, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Falcons 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Once again, it's Brooks.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
70 range. Go street. 19 Lion.
To throw, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Down the left sideline.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Brooks.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to McLeod.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.